How's it going, oh my cookie baking salt shaking Viagra taking friends? I hope your day has been extravagant so far. Today we are gonna be getting up to some tier 1 shenanigans, using all the guns you start out with and seeing who we can make go night night. I wonder what he's dreaming about. Anyway, I suggest you take your hand out of your pants because now is not the time to be juicing your goose. We have to see which of these beginner boomsticks is best for blowing holes in your opponents. Taking it from the top, we got the gun literally everyone and their mom has used, the XM27 pacifier. It seems like most people do not love this gun, but they don't hate it either. It's like Squidward. Nobody picks Squidward as their favorite character, but he is a vital part of the show. And he will always be there. For this gun, if you get it hooked up with a sight and some other attachments, it becomes a nifty force to be reckoned with. I actually really enjoy using it. Definitely pick the pacifier over an SMG on longer range maps.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird! It's a plane!
It's Ram coming to fist me harder than a Riley Reid video. Truly an experience of a lifetime, I will say. But I don't think this gun is as bad as some people think it is, and I recommend trying out a lot of different attachments on it. Next up we got the freight train itself, the Zenith, aka the AK. Funny wordplay aside, this gun hits like your mom. It doesn't shoot as fast as the tier 1 AR, but it doesn't need to. Just hit your shots and the enemies will be disappearing off your screen in no time. I recommend unlocking a sight for it though. It makes it a lot easier to crack those craniums. I don't think this weapon will be everyone's favorite decapitation device, but it's pretty solid and I enjoy it. Just know the hip fire isn't great, so I would mostly use this gun on bigger maps with a sight on it too. It still does good damage at long range, that's what makes it so saucy. Overall it's super solid and I give it a bussin' out of 10. Onto pistols, that's right, we got my boy out here. My main man. Earl. Earl will always be by your side. He will never switch up on you. If there's a deed that needs to be done, let him handle it. I guarantee he will park that problem 6 feet deep, no questions asked. Earl is a certified schlanger, a bad bully bopper. He is the definition of solid. Earl. He may not be the biggest Peter in a bag of dicks, but he sure is an Earl, and he packs a punch. Small and mighty, ferocious and tiny. I'll never be ashamed to have Earl right beside me. Earl is the best, but I can't say the same about my teammate here. I would be lying if I said I haven't done the same thing though. Also Orbit helps a lot. Orbit is one of the best characters for PvP, but Slick Daddy Earl was the real G this game. I just hopped on and played one game with that pistol because I needed clips using it. First game on while being super tired, no warm up, and feeling like a bag of oatmeal, and he helped me somehow top frag and get the epic dub by 4 kills. And that was only with 2 attachments on it. I didn't even get to deck it out with all the bells and whistles. Now, what would you say if I bang? What I was trying to say is, what would bang? No, that's not what bang. Well, I guess you get the point of this gun. It's fun to get those wet juicy one taps. Speaking of wet and juicy, let's ask Jessica what she thinks about this one.
Hi guys, it's me again. I hope you are doing good. I love this pistol. It's so hot and sexy the way you tap their little heads and make them explode.
You heard it here first folks, this gun gets hose. So if you want some hose I suggest you start getting those 1-tapperoonies, but from far away 2-tapperoonies will work. This temple tapper is a lot of fun to run around with or just use when your primary weapon is out of ammo. Overall it isn't a gun I would use every day, but it's nice for getting those delicious dopamine doinkies that make you feel good inside. I'll use this time to cover the shotgun too. There's not much to this shotty. It's a close range 1-pumpernickel that is pretty much useless if your enemy is farther than sneezing distance. But if they are close enough, then just say bless you after they give you AIDS, then you can pump them in the face. I'm sure there are attachments to help with the range too. I don't know about you, but honestly to me this tier 2 shotgun looks pretty boring, so we are just gonna skip it and go straight to SMGs. This is the tier 1 SMG called the Z940 Draken. But I have the racer skin for it, which resets your sprint or dash cooldown on kill. This makes playing Mongoose and Orbit that much more overpowered. Although I haven't even been using this gun a lot recently, but I probably will soon. For close range maps this gun is absolutely divine. It just melts like slicing through butter with a 1000-degree cock. It's a lot of fun to use and a great gun that I think I will always use even when I get to tier 5. Speaking of getting to tier 5, I'm only at tier 3 right now. I haven't even been playing much. Mostly just recording what I need for the video, so I haven't been focusing on grinding XP. I will be trying to do that soon, and then I can make videos on the higher tier guns. I'm excited. That tier 5 sniper looking like a snack. I can't wait to use the tier 4 and 5 assault rifles too. I've used them both in expedition mode but not in PvP, so I will probably make videos specifically on those guns when I get them. As for this Draken, I think it's a must-try, especially if you tend to tango with SMGs in most FPS games. Definitely give it a whirl. For the Tier 2 SMG we have the Cine Tech M5. Unfortunately I haven't unlocked this gun in early access yet, but I used it a lot in the playtest. A little more damage than the Draken but has a lot less range, and it shoots a little slower. Because of this I think most people do not like it, but I enjoy using it, mostly cause the sound it makes when you have a suppressor on it. It's so nice. But now we can talk about the snipers. I know some of you love these, but for me they just aren't my cup of tea. I like running around like a crackhead instead of sitting in a spot waiting to snipe people. I mostly just use higher damage snipers so I can still run around or hit trick shots easier. If I had to pick between Tier 1 and 2 I would probably pick the Tier 1 sniper because it does more damage. It just shoots a little slower. Now I wanted to talk about the most recent patch. They fixed an issue when the server territory list resorted in alphabetical order after a game session. Also they fixed another issue when some objects were totally black on Nvidia GTX graphics cards. That's good, cause I bet seeing a black void in your game would be pretty scary. Unless the object that was black was a gun, then it would probably just look like a cool skin. That's about it for this program. If you enjoyed, please take the finger you use when scratching your left earlobe and tap the red button under this video like you never tapped it before. Thanks.